Hello, I'm Ellen Goldberg, and welcome to this Tarot Moment with the School of Oracles. In this segment, we're going to talk about the Moon card. This is a nighttime card, and it suggests things about sleep and what happens during sleep. It's also about evolution, and we see a road rising out of a pool, on which side there are two figures. One is a dog and one is a wolf. And we know that the dog has evolved from wolves, evolved to become our best friend, and so they are symbols of evolution. There's also a kind of lobstery-looking crayfish crawling out of the pool, and that's us, actually, coming out of the collective unconscious, coming onto dry land to begin the path of return up to the mountains, which symbolize spiritual attainment. The moon shines down, and we see her in profile, similar to the hermit. This is card number 18, and 8 and 1 equal 9, and refer back to the hermit. And we see the face in the moon looking down at us, wanting to be with us in sleep, and we know that the hermit comes as a wise old man or wise old woman, as a teacher, often during deep and dreamless sleep, is often with us. In order to go to this more evolved state, we're going to pass through the towers. We've seen these towers already in the death card, before the rising sun. They represent going beyond the boundaries of the known, and in sleep we often do this. This is the 4th stage of spiritual unfoldment, and it's called organization, where we organize the truth that we find in meditation into the very cells of the body. For the sleep time is a very important time of repair and the dying of old cells and the building of new cells. Think about times when you have a bad cold and you go to sleep, and there's nothing better for healing than letting the body sleep, because that's when the repair takes place. But this card also tells us that there's something else about sleep, that the thoughts that we have just before we sleep are some of the most potent we will ever have, and that the new cells that are born and generated in the body that night are born with those thoughts and beliefs. Use the time just before you sleep for affirming what you want. Do you know that the path in this card has often been called the path of better bodies, and we build ourselves, we organize our truth into the bodies during this time. When this card appears in your reading on the higher polarity, it means that sleep brings counsel, and that you are not deceived by the highs and lows of the path. Notice, the path is an undulating path, not a straight line. In other words, one day your lows will be where your highs used to be. Keep your eye on the goal, it reminds you when it comes in the higher polarity. Do not be deceived by the highs and lows. Build a better body. Give yourself suggestion. When it's on the lower polarity, this is the path of blood, sweat, and tears, in which fear must be overcome. In fact, fear and intimidation by barren and frowning and threatening illusions is a very good meaning for this card, as well as obsession with body. People who over-exercise, over-diet, over-conscious of body image in any way. That is a lower polarity body aspect of this card. Use the sleep time well, because it's a time of psychic development. On the higher polarity, this card can intimate, because it is the moon and it's ruled by Pisces, the most psychic sign of the zodiac. On the lower polarity, that channel may be blocked. On behalf of the School of Oracles, thank you for being with me. Bye for now.